sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Big dad, 61, matchbox, lights. Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Law, call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Leo. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Look. Squeeze. Jam.
Marino will throw.
Under 10.
Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Running right, here's Walker. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On first down, it's Walker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
On the ready. Check, 59, 59. Hey, lock it. Lock it. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Long. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Got it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hey, Alpha. Nice.
From the shotgun, Marino. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Hey, dude. Go out. Rock it.
They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Watch QB drop. Check. Fresno. Hayward.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Go. Out. Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check Mike 39.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Two times. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, watch it.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
8, read. Recon, 132 fighter.
Marino, 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Marino after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Long. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That throw by Marino, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Marino sets up. He's going to let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Delta. Hey, lock it. Watch the slat. Alert 3.
Here's Marino to throw. And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. Fight.
Marino here from the gun. There he goes inside the 30. It's caught. Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
My five. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. My five. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. My five. Oh.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Walker. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
They'll run on first down. Law, down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll keep it on the ground. Law, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Come on, set. Mark the outlaw. In your face. Set up. Mike 5. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check your hot read.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
It's fourth down.
So that'll back him up 5. So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Hey, stand off. He's coming to double up. Ready?
On 2nd and 15 now. Marino. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah. Fair. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We got three, brother. We got three. Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Kill. Undercut. X3. 218. Chop. Check. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Steelers.
Down. 10 Lobo. Check. Gone. What? 25.
On first down, it's Walker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Marino. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walker, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go! Now the wolf. I'm here all day. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. He's checking crap. Leo. On the ball. Ready?
And Marino actually going to look to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.